What?
Lads and lasses, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our precious viewers, our enjoyers, our Button Club regulars, but most importantly, our button pressers. It is a stupendous day in the Button Club community because not only are we reacting to the legendary Heihachi trailer that has driven maybe the most hype of any character in the game, but it is also the ShadowFury's birthday today. Let's get a birthday round of applause for this handsome man. Now, let's play a little game. Can we guess how old ShadowFury is in the comments? I would love to see those comments, actually. And maybe they'll get to know at a later time. But regardless, I'm hyped.
I'm hyped, too.
We've got some Heihachi.
I'm actually so hyped that I got rid of my mustache for Heihachi because he's rocking his so hard.
You gotta give him extra mustache to get.
Should I get rid of all of this?
Hey man, if
everything.
Listen, you gotta
pump the brakes.
Do what you gotta do, but all right. So let's go ahead and get some big screen here, and honestly, let's just dive in. Let's let it play out because this is some
top level Tekken shenanigans.
Some pretty incredible stuff here. So gonna be a lot to break down, but.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
We'll see. We'll see.
God. I never get tired of that, ever.
Do we get a new song with him?
Oh,
yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Who's seen this?
I have not.
I have not.
Sick.
Yeah, I love the stage. I love the stage so much. New outfit.
Nice.
Gotta shave that head completely.
No, he's got wings.
Too good, bro. The Iron Grandpa.
No, that is hype.
That's
iconic, actually
right?
that's what you need to do.
It's iconic. I can do that.
Let's go.
I can do that. Yeah.
You could look tough like that with the beads. We'll take half of your shirt off.
Yeah.
Versus his son.
Oh, I didn't even know Lars was his son.
Oh yeah,
I'm learning so much.
Is it really?
This stage is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, and all the stances he's going into and stuff too. Connection right there. Parry.
See, I feel like Kevin would like this guy. My brother. He's just like, you know,
Yeah, we'll get him
strong, rigid.
Boom. Guard break. 10 frame.
Let's go.
Classic grandson matchup. As two men back from the dead, we can try getting along.
Nice.
This is sick right here.
Oh, let's go. That was cool. Wait, what happened there?
That was parry.
Yeah. These cinematics are sick.
Oh, they're so good.
Come on. Wow. And a nighttime. Oh, this looks even
father and son.
Sexy stuff.
The
right
contrast of the warm and cool tones. Ooh. What's that on his chest that just came out of nowhere?
So, this is something new to Tekken 8. He has this symbol that glows on his chest when he does certain moves. You'll see it in the later in the trailer, too. See how it's glowing?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's super sick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got his classic down back, too.
Ooh.
That pop up.
Oh, these combos are so sick. Oh, my God. These are so
Wow.
crazy.
You punched the
That
ground
looked
like
new,
that.
right? That's new for him?
Honestly, like, half of this is new. He's brand new.
Wow, that's amazing.
Punish.
Let's go. Ooh. This looks strong. I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie.
Almost every animation is brand new as well.
Really?
In 7, they reuse a lot of animation. Oh, right here. This is too sick.
Ooh. Bro, what is happening here? Oh, come on. That's epic. He sounds and looks amazing. So I saw like 3D, you know, like what he looked like in Tekken 7 compared to Tekken 8, how different his facial features are. And where this is right here, I love it. You know, like your facial features change as you get older, and seeing his nose like widen up because of age looks really good. His nose is so thin in the other one. The eyebrows, I don't know, the frown lines around the mustache. He looks just so how a like a Big Daddy
older
Tekken player should be, you know?
And
So
I agree with all of that. No, what were we gonna say?
On his chest, it's not like a symbol or anything. It's just like a bunch of scars.
So
that
it
glow?
looks like a handprint.
It does come out to a symbol.
Oh, it
I
does,
mean,
eventually.
I paused the trailer earlier, but it's kind of hard to make out because when it's glowing the brightest, like it's just in a
And he's
bad,
moving.
it's in a bad frame.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's gonna probably be stuff that's covered. So if we play this last slow
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit
yeah,
here,
sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good.
I love like the
Yeah, and he
like
comes out in
half
6
out,
days,
so, like,
which is sick.
What were you saying, buddy? I'm sorry, what were you saying?
the gi, how it's like half out.
Yeah, so
I like that. That's super sick.
that reminds me a little bit of like who in Street Fighter had something like that?
Oh,
Was it Gen?
Was it Evil Ryu?
Regardless,
know,
yeah.
yeah.
It's a sick design.
It is so cool.
Classic
I like
design.
I like seeing
yeah,
that.
I like the belt
beads.
with the rope too.
Oh, the sash.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
sick. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's just nice to be able to like stare at him for a second in this light and not moving to see that.
Yeah. Do we know what this emblem is there on his?
Yeah, so that's his.
That's
So
his,
play the rest of it, and
Okay.
it'll kind of answer some stuff.
I know nothing about
costume
Tekken.
2 is. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, the mask on his shoulder. That's
So this is the new stage,
Yeah, that's right. I remember this in the trailer.
and this is part of the new story mode coming.
Oh.
So they're gonna extend the story mode for Tekken.
Let's go.
Unforgotten Echoes.
Dude, that looks so hype. I'm stoked.
All right, so I think obviously, so there's a lot to go over here, but the biggest thing is this is my leading question in general. Who is last that is going to be so hype that it's going to trump Heihachi? It's going to be hard because if this is the third,
I know.
who's the fourth?
They have to pull out something big, right?
Big,
I mean,
and you know, so I mean, a lot of button clubbers have heard me go over my theory, but
Yeah.
my theory is that it's Ogre because Ogre is June's like #1 enemy because Ogre was like had a lot of lore back with June, like back in like, you know, like Tekken Tag 1 and like stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
There was a lot of lore that went into that. With...
And I know it's big in like the Tekken anime.
Oh yeah,
Right?
he's in the new one, the Bloodline. Yeah,
Remember
he
we
was
watched
really
that
big.
during Summer Jam?
Oh
Yeah, he was a really
That
big
was super sick.
centerpiece. In Tag 2, Ogre's design is like a very tall guy with like a shield, and in the earlier games, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's like Tekken 3, but he had a form called True Ogre where he was like a really big guy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think that it's going to be Ogre because I think it's the only person that could even come close to the level of hype
like
that
the
Heihachi
hype that-
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
we haven't
he's-
seen Ogre in like 10 plus years. That's like the only person I think it could be.
And he's kind of like a god, right? So
yeah,
what
in this universe, yeah.
And wouldn't so when I think of Ogre the way I've seen him most recently, does that kind of feel like a Kotal Khan-esque character for
he's
this game?
totally, very Kotal
He's
Khan-esque.
totally
Totally, yeah, you know, I don't know.
He's totally happening in this game.
Yeah, totally, bro. I don't know. It's looking, but regardless, back to Heihachi. I mean, there's obviously so much to go over, but some of the cool stuff is his redesign is really awesome, and he has like the gi with like the mask on, and he has like such a different whole vibe. And I think one thing that's really cool about him is he's less of that reckless, angry, big, strong type character now, and he's more of like that Beast Gohan, like calm but fury on the inside but calm on the outside. So now all his
I need
hits,
that.
same, all his hits have that, like, you know, like his stance motions look a lot like Lydia, like where he like raises his arms and does like the stomps along with the arm movements. It's very Lydia-esque feeling because her stances have a lot of oomph. And now he has stances, which he never had before. He had one stance in Tekken 7, and it was hardly a stance.
Really?
Now he has, from the trailer alone, if I had to guess, he has at least 3. And he seems completely revamped.
Yeah.
And I love the whole, like, Iron Grandpa, Iron Fist, big giant mids, huge giant buttons.
Chonky.
But also that whole demeanor of like the in between when like he like looks like he's getting calm and he looks like he's kind of like quelling the anger within him. Like, this is gonna be by far the coolest design of Heihachi. And it was the same thing with Kazuya. I said the same thing with Kazuya. He looks badass. He's got all these new crazy moves with purple lightning and all this crazy shit. And what do you know? He was the coolest Kazuya we've had. It's gonna be the same thing with Heihachi.
Yeah.
He is bad fucking ass.
Does this make you want to play him? Like seeing
Not
that?
at all.
No, not at all. Not your
really,
type of
no.
character. No.
I'm not big with Tekken.
Yeah.
I won't say it.
No,
But a lot of people were saying that like he stayed true to like his original stuff, and they just kind of like beefed it up.
They enhanced
Is
it.
that true? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's mostly true. From what I saw in the trailer, a lot of his core identifying like moves and styles that he played looks completely intact.
Yeah.
Like there was a part in the trailer, I'm gonna see if I can try to find it real quick, but there was a part in the trailer where he guard broke his opponent at the wall and he slammed them into it with a 10 frame punish. Right, it's actually right here. Yeah, go for it.
Sorry.
Boom. All right, so right here, let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and rewind here a little bit. So right here, this is like the best thing I can do to describe what Heihachi is as a character. Now, this is new to Tekken 8, where he did that overhead like head chop, and then Yoshi got like guard broken. I'm assuming that has some form of like 10 to 12 frame follow up, but the biggest thing is his jab string in Tekken 7 always wall splatted, which was like a massive deal because we're talking about a 10 frame move that can put you up against the wall for an entire combo. That's like one of the strongest tools you can have in all of Tekken. And he does it off of a guard break right here. Boom, bam, bop. And that was definitely a throwback to Tekken 7 because that was the Tekken 7 wall combo. 1-1-2, 3-1, 1+2. That was the combo every single time at the wall, and that would chunk your health bar. You ate one jab, next thing you know, 40% of your health bar just got teleported off the screen. So
That's pretty sweet.
all of his shenanigans that he does when he dances around with his stances and all of his like transitions mid combo, they feel very Lydia. Like right there, right off the bat, they show the arms. He has a new hell sweep. Boom, armor right off the high crush right there.
I love the headbutt. That's awesome.
He's got more reversals, and his electric visuals look so amazing.
Yeah.
Right here, he does the wall splat again.
Because it's
Boom.
multicolored now? That's a difference?
I think most of the electrics are multicolored. So Reina's is purple and yellow, Kazuya's is blue, and Heihachi's seems to be orange. It has like orange hue, and Jin's is red. Double Jin's is red as well. And then he says that thing about two men from the dead, which is really funny.
Yeah, and his like skin tone got a little more red there too, kind of like Shinakuma.
Yeah, that's a common theme in Tekken. Oh, and that's probably an unbreakable throw, by the way, because right here you can see, which is really cool. Right here, those unbreakable throws have that purple flash, and right here the reversal with the swirl punch.
Sick.
That's plus on block probably. Guard break right there. Boom, right into the ground. This is probably my favorite animation in the whole trailer, is when he grabs him right here and he just slams him into the ground. This is brutal.
Yeah, it's like the neck chop to the back.
And that's his first one, his first heat smash, because later in the trailer, they show a different animation, meaning he has two. And that's very common because characters will go into a stance and then they'll have a second one for the stance. So they have multiple options.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Oh, see there?
There it is.
It looks like
So,
a fist.
right there.
It does look like a hand,
yeah.
right? When it came in.
If I had to make
Pause
a,
it.
if
It
I
has a
had
fist.
to, if I had to make a guess,
It's this. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4 fingers,
Oh,
and
yeah,
the thumb.
yeah,
It's the
yeah.
fist.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of relevance that would have, but maybe it's like
Yeah.
from like his fight with Kazuya back in one of the more original Tekkens when he's the one who got yeeted into the volcano, or
Because at first I thought it was a hand because this looked like a thumb and the bottom
Yeah.
of the hand
Well, he
here.
always had the X on his
Yeah,
chest.
the X
that was
scar.
always a
Yeah.
scar.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that is like a whole separate.
When it
entity.
was mixed together, I was
Yeah.
confused, but seeing that now, yeah, that matches his.
Yeah, and the intro with Kazuya is so awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, he. God, that 442 has an electric now too. This is the
This guy
second
looks
one.
strong. I'm digging this. This is like the first DLC I've seen for this game that I'm like, oh, okay.
And he had that.
That's sick. I
He
like
had that really cool flare right there with that hit. Right.
That ground punch or no?
This one right here, the turnaround punch.
Oh,
So
yeah,
much
yeah, yeah.
oomph, and that spirals him into the air. Like he's got so much sauce and
The animations look great and authentic.
incredible.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's so much oomph behind all
Yeah.
his stances.
Uh-huh. That.
Oh, and that's his. Wait a minute.
Like, I'd want to show this to Kevin just so he could see, because I bet he'd appreciate, like,
Yeah, I
you know,
think he would.
like the moves that he's doing.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks like you can. It looks like they might have added extra just frame inputs to his moves. So in Tekken 7, this move right here, boom. That one right there where he flips him off the ground, that's his forward 2, which in Tekken 7 was just a really long-range mid launcher. But he electriced it in this game, meaning that it probably has like some kind of like additional hard input to make it even stronger. And I've seen a couple of those moves so far. I feel like what they've done is they've strengthened his identity like none before, because they're making that Mishima playstyle, they're kind of curating that Mishima playstyle where everything is about perfect timing, and the reward you get for doing that is so big, and I feel like that's going to be cool. Like his entire personality now.
Yeah.
And like as it should be.
Because he's seasoned, you know, like, and he's been doing this for a while, so he should have like.
Yeah, he should have that.
And then he's got. We'll look at the rage art one more time here. The fist goes yellow on his chest.
And the change in colors here and tone.
The lightning.
Yeah.
That's that Iron
so
Grandpa
amazing.
right there. Incredible.
Look at that.
And this is what I'm talking about. Because if this was a Tekken 7 outro, Heihachi would not be sitting there like, you know, calming his chi. He'd be going, rah! And doing some crazy old man laughing bullshit. Like, it's almost like, what it looks like to me is from a story perspective that, you know, he got humbled by his son. He got knocked into the volcano. He didn't die. And what did he do for 10 years? He went and he trained. He opened a temple where he trained people, became humble, and learned how to master his technique. And now he's coming back, and he's humble, but he's confident. And now he's like, you know what? I'm the master. I am the Mishima. He's coming back, and he has no anger within him. He is all energy. He is feeling his energy.
He just figured the whole thing out in like 2 seconds.
You know?
That's how I see it.
That's why we keep him around.
Hey,
you know?
you gotta do it.
Yeah,
you know?
you gotta do
Hey. But I love that about him now. That's
so I
so
know nothing
cool.
about Tekken, but they killed him off.
In the last
so
game.
the way it worked was it went Heihachi threw Kazuya into a volcano, and then Kazuya comes back, and then Kazuya throws Heihachi into a volcano, and now Heihachi's not dead. Now Heihachi's back again. So
okay.
Yeah.
So there's nothing saying that like he's resurrected, kind of like a Bison thing, or like a.
It's less like a Bison thing and more like a surprise. I'm back. Yeah.
I got you.
So,
I got you.
But honestly,
really, this volcano is just a Lazarus pit because everyone that goes
Everyone's
in there
being
just
tossed
comes
into
back.
it.
just welcome back.
better,
It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's just
It's Red Bull.
it's a flesh wound. Yeah, it's just G Fuel. You know, it's fine.
Yep.
But you know, I think that this redesign of not only his physical design, but of his personality is not only strengthening who Heihachi is, but it's also making him so much more desirable as a unique character on the roster. There is a strong difference now between Heihachi and Kazuya, and there always was if you dove deep enough into their gameplay, but a person who knows nothing about Tekken, and you know, you say you don't play Tekken, but even you have a pretty beyond surface level knowledge of Tekken.
This guy's Jack 8.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody who comes in and knows literally nothing about Tekken can come in and look at Heihachi and come in and look at Kazuya and go, those are two entirely different things.
He's got more of his own identity now, and it's separate, but I also looks more mature than any of the others that I've seen so far.
It's all on that refined and that, like, I love it so much, and I think one of my favorite things about his redesign from a gameplay perspective is his weakness was always, he was the power mid, he was the wall character, get you in the corner, hit you with mids, but he always lacked those low moves. And I feel like having those extra stances and like the parries is going to help him because he never was like a 50-50 character. He never hit you with a million lows until you crouched him. That wasn't his game plan. But now that he has all these reversals and these parries, that is something that plays more into how he plays. He's a defensive character. He places his buttons very specifically. And now, calculated players, especially people who are really good at Lydia, people who use like Lydia's or Leroy's parries in this game exceptionally,
They're going to eat well with
there
that.
is a lot of eating going on. And you know, parries are a strong tool. They are a
100%,
strong
as they should
tool.
be.
And I saw at least 3 in the trailer that he didn't have before. So
Did he always have that ground pound thing?
he had a lot of like moves where he'd stomp the ground and related things, but he had like this really troll move in 7 where he'd pound the ground with his leg and it would like stun the opponent for a really long time, but you didn't get really anything off of it. So it was more of like a
Might be the same idea.
kind
of replacing that.
same design, but probably has much more practicality this time.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Because a lot of his stances just seemed like they did a lot of like extra hit stun plus on block type deal, and I think that Heihachi is going to be one of the more elaborate and complicated characters to bring into the lab.
Wow.
And he was in 7 as well, because he had a lot of just frame inputs and a lot of very specific combos, but I think he's going to be on a whole nother level.
Sick.
We've seen so many...
look at that shot.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Your boy's looking just all so
Incredible.
strong right there. And I like the other one that was...
Right after this, yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That's sick. Cool. Well, Heihachi Mishima available September 30th on early access, and I think this said, October 3rd. So just
So the
a couple
question
of
is
days
he going to
later.
be legal for East Coast Throwdown? Because that's on the 10th.
Ooh, good question.
Ooh, and we've had a lot of this happen with the tournament series this
Akuma.
year.
Yeah, it seems
Akuma
like it,
being
yeah.
let go. For I think it was Combo Breaker, and even right now, like for our Ranbat series, the fact that Terry
He's
is
coming out in the middle. Terry came out in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. So when is Oh yeah.
10 to the 13th.
This will be exactly right in the middle. This will be the 3rd week of Button Club when he's out. So, very interesting. So, any last words we want to say about
Honestly,
our boy before we wrap this
badass.
That was perfect.
Such a cool trailer.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably the best one of season 1 so far.
up? Yeah.
Definitely,
I'd say so, yeah.
definitely
I'd say so.
blew me away a lot more than the Lydia and the Eddie trailer, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think for a returning character like this that no one really saw coming,
Oh, no.
I think the way that they've presented him is like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what? Like, I'm actually glad he's back. Kind of like with
Oh,
Bison,
yeah.
I felt the same way. I was like, he's back. They're doing that, but then like when you
it's
see,
like he needs to be
you're
back.
like,
Yeah.
okay, like
Yeah.
all right,
He's
this
gotta
makes
be
sense.
back.
Yeah,
And
he
you know,
has to be back.
I think the flavor, because obviously we're interpreting, we don't know a lot here, but he's got this new fist symbol on his gi. He's got a whole new demeanor. The story is going to show so much of how he's changed. And that's going to be awesome because people are going to go, oh, it's Heihachi. He lived being thrown in the volcano. But, like, he's going to have some badass 10-year comeback story. He's going to have his final battle with Kazi again. It's going to be badass. It's going to be awesome. You're going to play it in the story mode, and you're going to love it.
And we're gonna rinse and repeat
Hell
for
yeah.
the next guy.
Yeah, and that's how it goes.
All right, guys. You have anything else you were gonna say? I'm sorry. Okay.
No, I was just going to say I'm really excited to see who the 4th is.
Yeah.
Me
Really.
too. Me
'Cause
too.
After this,
100%.
it's like...
I'm locking it in. Ogre.
Okay.
Locking it in.
All right.
Leave in the comment section down below what you guys think is going to be the next character for Tekken 8, and let us also know what you guys thought of, your boy Heihachi and this reaction video. Subscribe for more content, like the video, share with some like-minded individuals. We'll catch you guys on the next video, but until then, keep pressing them buttons.